My name is Lara Kraker, and I'm a singer-songwriter, violinist. I play the electric violin, and I also play the acoustic, and I sing and compose music. I compose my music on what I call the Push 3 controller of Ableton, and I guess you could classify my music as electronic music, but it has a lot of classical folk influences in it. So when I found your program, I was super excited because I really love the way that you set it up with the head, the heart, the hands, the whole, and I think that would really fit how I work. I don't really have a process right now that's super standard. It's maybe a little bit more random, where I have an idea and then I sit down for a couple of hours. In fact, I get a little bit obsessive and just work on something until it's done. But I love the idea of just like building that out into the process of your life for 3 months, which I guess is like the time frame, which I would be interested in. I grew up playing music, so I would go and play shows with my mom and dad's travel company, and I always had music to more as a way to like to meet people and build community, and I do that even today. I have set up my living room where it's kind of a venue, because all of the venues in Vancouver that are good for musicians to play at are sort of disappearing. So I invite 3 singer-songwriters like myself, and we put on a show for like 20 or 30 people. And it's just my way of building community. I love people. I love meeting people, which is why I'm interested in shifting my life a little bit to be able to go and do stuff like residencies. I have a daughter who just moved out, so she's kind of on her own, and it's a transitional period where I can do what I want. I feel like I'm in my 20s again, and I don't really have responsibilities other than work, and I'm able to think about these things again, which is so much fun. I work as a designer. In my work life, I am a visual person. I'm the creative director at a marketing agency, and I also love doing what I do. It's what I do to make a living. Definitely not with my music. I definitely do that with visuals. So I am hoping on this residency to build out a project that has visuals in it. I do video, and I'm learning a little bit about Touch Designer, which is like an interactive way of building out visuals. So I'm not exactly sure what I want to do in that way yet, but I have a project in mind. I went on a walk with my friend Sasha through the forest. I live in a rainforest and love nature and all that kind of stuff. And we did this walk, and she goes on the walk with her little clippers, and she'll clip the ivy off the trees. I didn't even really know this, but like ivy, when it climbs up a tree, chokes it out. So it's like her way of one by one saving the trees. And then I found out that she wrote poetry. So I've taken a lot of her poetry, she's given it to me, and I'm starting to make music and compose from it. So if you listen to Red of a Robin, that's the first track using her poetry. And I'm now experimenting a little more with my pedals and sounds that I create, sounds that I gather from nature. On that track also, you'll hear that there's nature sounds incorporated into the song, but also the beat is taken from a sound from nature. You might not know that because it doesn't sound like birds or the trees, but it is a sound that I created from one of our walks. I'm interested specifically in your program because of the way that it's structured. I went to Iceland last year and did an artist residency, and one of the things that I found from that residency was that I just met so many people that kind of live their life in a different way. And for example, one woman, she goes each year to a residency and she doesn't really have a home. Like, that's her home, is her art. So she finds ways to travel and do her art at the same time. And I also saw a lot of people doing their art in a different way. Typically in the past, I've thought of a project, I've done the project, I've completed it, and it's very much a process. But a lot of the people that I was in the residency with built out that process as part of their art. So that was super interesting to me. And also I lived with people in a house, in a shared house, my own room, but like, I was very nervous about that at first, but it turns out that I love that community, and I love that feeling of being able to get to know people in a deeper way because you're living together. So that very much appeals to me as well. Other than that, what else do you need to know? I love cats. I work hard. I am a rooster, born in the year of the rooster, and that's my sign. I don't know what else to say, but I am very excited about this program, and looking forward to maybe seeing you. I do speak a little bit of French. I went through French immersion. I don't know if that helps, but je peux parler français un peu. I can have conversations with people. So yes, thank you so much.